Max, played by Patty Bever, has found himself at the center of a fair amount of drama on Coronation Street over the past 6 months, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better for the youngster. During the latest installment of the ITV soap, he faced a barrage of abuse from Amy Mulvaney, after her best friend Summer Spellman, Harriet Bibby, became a victim of upskirting. However, the Barlow girl should be careful, as Max's temper could result in her death following yet another argument between the pair in future episodes. Friday's episode began with Amy and Summer revising for their exams, but the latter was nervous as she had a diabetic appointment later on in the day. After attending the consultation at the hospital, she met her best friend outside as Amy had waited as a show of support. When they were about to head back to the Cobbles, they bumped into former drug dealer Jacob Hay, Jack Ryan, and this sparked a conversation with Asha Allahan, Tanisha Gori, in Victoria Gardens. However, Amy realized Max was leering nearby on his mobile phone, and when she confronted him, she saw a number of images on the device. They were upskirting pictures of Summer, and this left the latter seriously distressed as her privacy had been invaded. As Max had the pictures at his disposal, Amy jumped to conclusions and believed it was him who had taken the images underneath Summer's clothing. Although he denied any wrongdoing, this still led to an argument between him and Amy in the second half of the episode. "Well, you must know who sent it," Tracy Barlow's, Kate Ford, daughter remarked as she confronted Max outside the hair salon. "There is like 10 of these a day. It's not that deep," he hit back as the schoolgirl suddenly realized the upskirting was a huge problem on the Cobbles. "It is that deep, and looking at it is just as bad as posting it or forwarding it or taking the photo in the first place," she said. "Well, that is like saying if you watch a film with a murder in it, it's as bad as killing someone," Max replied as he tried to defend himself. Amy asked him, "So, do you tell your friends how wrong it is?" But the teenage boy seemed to have an answer ready for her. "Look, I deleted it straight away and they are not my friends," he explained, but Amy told him, "If you go along with it and say nothing, you're complicit. You're a coward," she remarked, and it was clear Max did not like this as he stood on his feet after sitting on the bench and demanded his neighbor back off. Defending himself once again, the youngster said, "I don't take pictures like that," though Amy's anger continued to boil. "Imagine if you were a girl and someone took a photo of you like that," she surmised, with Max replying, "You'd get over it. I'm going to put an end to this, and I'm going to call you out, every single one of you," the schoolgirl threatened. "Whoever took that photo is going to get suspended, and so should anyone who looked at it," Amy continued, with the teenage boy telling her she looked at it as well, so it would mean she would be punished. Tracy's daughter hit back, "Summer is a nervous wreck as it is. Do you think she needs this on top of everything else? This makes me sick, and so do you," she said as she walked away from Max and left him to dwell on the conversation. Although this was an important conversation to be shown on the social issue of upskirting and the life-changing implications it has for the victims, it could have also hinted towards Max's future on the show. With a young schoolboy quickly becoming a man, the change in his physical appearance could also constitute a villainous turn. As Amy seems to be someone who has touched a nerve, she could be the first resident he kills as his reign of terror begins. Wanting revenge for being accused of taking the pictures and as the fallout of his feud with Daniel Osborne, Rob Mallard, continues, it seems Amy could be the perfect person to take out. But will anyone discover the teenager murdered one of the show's most beloved characters, or will he get away with killing her? The actor who plays Max, Paddy, spoke about his character's darker side emerging and what could happen in the future. Paddy explained, "Unfortunately, we're not going to see him calm down, we're going to see his confusion and his frustration at life. I think we're going to see more of his trauma coming out. There'll be more of him lashing out at people until I think people understand what he is going through. There are moments where he'll have some reconciliations, but for the most part I think he's going to rebel," the actor added. So could the soap star have given a huge hint towards this storyline and his feud with Amy?